Our journey today begins with a train trip down to Stanford in the heart of Palo Alto. We'll explore some of the peninsula's best hills and roads, winding among redwoods, ranches, and views of the sprawling home to tech. We'll see changing weather, epic bridges, but today's ride will not end as you expect. Join me in this adventure down south. I was super excited for this morning's plan. We started at the Caltrain station in downtown San Francisco, catching the first train of the morning heading down south. They've recently electrified the entire rail corridor, so these trains run faster and smoother than ever before. And if anyone knows me, there's nothing I like more than a good train trip. And before long, we arrived in Palo Alto, at a lovely station designed and opened in the 1940s in a streamlined Moderna style. Good morning and welcome to another adventure. We've just got off the train and we're now at Stanford on the peninsula, and we're going to head all the way back up to home. It's going to be a great journey. Let's get on the bike and let's get going. All right, now we're going to ride through the heart of the campus and out the other side to start our hill climbs. It's actually my first time coming through Stanford and seeing the campus for real. I was down here to see a rugby game, but we didn't really stop and see much of it. So it's a good chance to look around. And it is a windy day today. It's not cool, but I fear the wind may be in my face the whole way up. Oh, let's see how it goes. And the ride from here takes Sand Hill Road out from Stanford out to the hills. And it's got this lovely big wide bike path, which it feels like is a big thoroughfare for a lot of the folks out here heading to the mountains. All right, one of the reasons I got off at the Palo Alto stop was it has the direct connection to the Portola Valley here and our next climb in the Every Climb series, Old La Honda Road. This is the Bay Area, encompassing the cities of San Francisco, Oakland, and San Jose, to name a few. Unknown to many, there is a surprisingly good amount of climbing here. It's a cyclist playground with hills and mountains stretching in and around the dense urban metropolis. According to the PJAM cycling website, there are 151 documented climbs in the entire Bay Area, and I aim to tackle all of them, one by one, and at the end of the day, take you through what it's like and rank them based on difficulty and how beautiful. Amazing as it came out through the dried rolling hills, and we're now in this just deep green forest up against the bank of the hill. Let's see where this goes. Okay, quick run of Old La Honda Road. It's a little over 3 miles. It's not that long, but it gets really steep there. The average gradient is 7.8%, but you'll see some of the percentages get up to 9-10%. It's steep, it's fast, but it's beautiful. Let's get into it. I tell you what, there are some steep sections in here, especially when it goes through the hairpin turns. Oh, that really ramps up. Early on, having to really push the legs. But enjoying it. It's a really nice pace and it's a quiet road. Very little traffic. Now this is the quietest road or the quietest climb I've done so far in this list. Not a soul around. Come past a couple of cyclists, but just peaceful. It's a nice way to climb. You can feel the lighting change when we're below the redwoods. Pretty beautiful.
I can't get over this top third. It's really pretty. I keep getting distracted. My mind wanders just taking in what's around. And then I focus back in, I'm like, oh, I'm actually doing a climb here. I should be pushing. Right back there was a stoplight. This portion here is a one-way road. It said a maximum of 8 minutes to wait. I only had to wait 4 minutes. But just to note, there seems to be some sort of roadworks up here, deeming that one way at a time. That's probably it. Looks like a bit of a landslide. Oh, look at this. Looks like we're going to start rising up into the fog. Here we go. We're reaching the top. Here's Skyline coming up now. Okay, welcome to Chomp Cam. Today on Chomp Cam is the Scratch Entity Choose. Good little sugar hit.
Alright, quick recap of where Old La Honda Road stacks up. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 for beauty. It's really beautiful. The top half amongst the redwoods, perfect. And then difficulty wise, 4.5 out of 10. Not too hard, not too easy. It's a good middle of the road climb. Pretty steep in some parts, but it's manageable. So we continued down Skyline to Woodside to begin our journey up north. And this is a reminder how much I do not like Skyline on these mornings. Everyone out there who warned me were right. It's just full of folks racing. It feels extremely overwhelming and extremely treacherous.
All right, that is the loop in Portola Valley that we came to do. Now it's time for us to navigate our way up back home, up to San Francisco.
And outside of Woodside, I took a left up Canada Road. But this is when the morning started to fall apart. That wind I had mentioned earlier had picked up further and it was right in my face. It doesn't show well on camera, but it was actually a really uncomfortable experience. I decided to raise my snood to cover my ears so they weren't being drowned out by the wind, but it didn't let up. I pushed on for around an hour, but with the heavy headwinds, I was making slow progress, and it didn't really help on this exposed road heading north. And before long, I pulled over and decided my fate. Alrighty, I've actually pulled over into a car park and I think I'm going to call the ride there. It didn't go as planned, and I think what happened was the wind just got to me, both physically and mentally. It is just blustery, gusty, and it was just in my face the whole way on working our way up, back up the peninsula there. I didn't feel as much during the climb and around that sort of area because the trees sort of hid it. But once I got onto Canada Road and started heading north, it was just in my face. And the hard part about it is that you are just the whole time going half the speed at what you know you could be going and putting in double the amount of effort. And I just thought, you know what, I gotta call it. I'm not gonna have a great time for the next 2 hours pushing my way up to the city. So, not a great end to the ride, but that's all right. I think two things come from it. One is that I get to come back and try and do this route again and try and figure it out and get to complete it. It's a thing to look forward to in the future. And then two, it's taken the silver linings out of rides. I still did a wonderful climb. I got to ride the cow train and I just had a lovely morning. So not bummed about it, but just I knew when to call it when I wasn't having a great time and I just wanted to go home. So we'll end this episode here, and then I look forward to another one and getting out there and doing more climbs. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.